Hi, folks, and welcome to Ask Shell Coffee Break. Yes, gives us that opportunity to answer some of those questions that you may have, or you may have come up against with a neighbor or just talking over a coffee. It's those roots and debris that's down in your perimeter drainage. You know, the drainage that goes around your footings of your home and takes the water away, groundwater, as well as drains from your gutters down into the vertical pipe, down into the perimeter drains, and away to the storm sewer. Well, being out of sight and out of mind, guess what? There are tree roots that are looking for water, and those tree roots will come out and eventually get into your perimeter drain system, be it the PVC pipe through the small holes or through the black plastic drain pipe through the small holes, or even between the clay tiles between the joints of the tile. Tree roots are something that can be really annoying and very costly if it comes to a problem with flooding basements. So we're going to get into that here in a moment. But I want to make one reference, and that is in the marketplace today, there are products available that you can dump down your drain pipes from your gutters or your eave trough down pipes into the perimeter drains to act as a rot agent to get rid of roots. I do not agree with this material. First of all, I don't think it works. And secondly, if it did work, where's it going to go? Only to again cause a problem of blocking the route that water wants to take to the storm sewer. So I don't agree with it. The only way to clean perimeter drainage is to have a professional service come out with the proper equipment to clean those drains properly. You may or may not have what's called a collector sump. And the collector sump is where all the water comes around your home and it collects in a sump before it goes to the storm sewer system of the town, city, or village. Okay, but in the event you don't have a sump, then I would check with the local authorities, the building permits and licensing department or the engineering department of your local city hall. That way they can identify if you do have a sump depending on the age of your home. Most of these sumps, unfortunately, get buried in your landscape. Yes, we're guilty. You end up putting dirt over top, planting shrubs and flowers, and down the road, second, third owner of them, they haven't got any idea if there was a sump or not. So sumps should never be buried. Number one, set a pot on top of them. If they do require an extra ring, add an extra ring to elevate them more so that they are above the landscaping or the garden dirt. So it's something that's very, very simple to do, but overlooked in a lot of cases because we're in such a hurry, we want to get the job done. So cleaning out perimeter drainage, I do not agree with using any of the chemicals that are used to go down into the perimeter drains, which eventually will find its way to the storm sewer system, which is rivers and creeks, and we don't want it there. We want this properly done by drain services. We have them available in our House Smart Home Services. So that is something, check with their website. You are a member because you're watching the coffee break at this time. So drainage is very important. Trees, shrubs, any tree or shrub that is very close to the house should be looked at. Have an arborist take a look at it because the type of tree roots, for an example, willows are deadly. Willows will seek out water. So you got to be very careful. Evergreens, you'll normally run into evergreen roots being fairly close to the surface. And if you're a home that's a slab on grade, for an example, with perimeter drainage, you could even problems with evergreen trees. And lots of shrubs have got very, very bally and crawly type of root structures. So be very, very cautious of what you put in close to your home because that drainage is very important to keep clean. And rule of thumb, if it's a brand new home, wait 5 years and have the perimeter drainage clean. If the perimeter drainage hasn't been cleaned for, say, 10, 15 years, it's very much important to have the drains cleaned or at least scoped with a camera to make sure everything is okay. Because when you least expect it, and you know Mother Nature's one that performs this function a lot, and it's called Murphy's Law. When you don't expect, you got it. And you don't want a basement flooded because your perimeter drainage hasn't been maintained. So rule of thumb, every 5 years, if it's a brand new home, and if it's an older home, get at it ASAP, and then every 3 to 5 years after that. It's just that easy, folks. Good luck on the project.